Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to study a bit about or the course outline of this course, Industrial Biotechnology. As this is a week zero, so there is no assignment to solve. So we are going to take an overview what we are going to study in this course. So I'm Divya, PMRF scholar in Indian Institute of Technology, BHU, Varanasi. This is a course outline for this Industrial Biotechnology. This is a 12-week course. In this 12-week course, we are going to study what are the different products that we can produce using different enzymes, microbes, and how they are produced at industrial level. That's why this course is named as Industrial Biotechnology, because we have to study all the things, all the production of the components like alcohol, that we are going to study in week 6, alcohol, vinegar, wine making, antibiotics, penicillin, streptomycin, vaccine production, bioenergy, biofuel, biomethane. All these things are going to present. So all these things are going to produce at an industrial level. That's why this course is named as Industrial Biotechnology. And initially in first week you are going to study about what is it about and what are the microbes that we mainly used for its production and what are the enzymes used for this production, and from where we can produce all these components. For this we use the bioreactor, and different type of bioreactors are designed according to the need. Like for alcohol, if there is some different requirement as compared to antibiotics, so all these things are managed by using the different types of bioreactor. So all these things you are going to study in this 12-week course. Also, as I'm discussing that microbes are being used for their production. So how those microbes are grown, like how they can be grown, how what is the rate of their formation, how they form the product, what is the kinetics of that process. All these things we study in this course also. So in this week zero assignment, I'm going to talk you about the two terms that we are going to majorly use in this course. First one is the fermentation, that because all these things, all the products are produced through the process of fermentation. And the second term that we are going to majorly use in this course is bioreactor. So I'm going to discuss about these two. And I'm discussing only briefly about these two things because all the lectures in detail are discussed by professor. First one is the fermentation. What is fermentation? Fermentation is basically a process through which any chemical changes in organic substance occur through the use of enzymes or any other microbe. Like in so but what happen at industrial level, mainly microbes are used for the production of whatever product you want to form. Either it may be chemical, biofuels, enzymes, proteins, pharmaceuticals, and any other type of component that you want to produce at larger scale. We use microbes for this. The day-to-day example of this fermentation is bread formation. We use bread every day, and this is not a new that we have learned of making a bread we are making from very older stage. So this fermentation process is not new, but the scientific reason and scientific study about this has done after that. Initially people are using this fermentation product only for beer production or ethanol production, but without knowing the scientific advantage or scientific parameters about this. So after that we have studied about the science after this process fermentation. So this will help in knowing it much better. Suppose this is aspergillus. Aspergillus is mainly used for production of soy sauce, and aspergillus is a fungus. Similarly, this is a lactobacillus. Lactobacillus is a bacteria that is used in the production of cheese, yogurt, and this Saccharomyces is a yeast. So it means different types of microbes are used for the production of any fermented product or any fermented food, pharmaceutical product, chemical, or any other thing. This is a table representing some of the major fermented foods like milk product that we make every day, curd or dahi. This is not a new, and that our parents, grandparents, great grandparents, even the people from the very stone age, they are also using these milk products. So they are for producing this curd, we require lactobacillus. So that is not new, that is already present in the history, but how scientifically this is used, and this process is used further to produce everything at a larger scale at an industrial level that we have studied and we are going to study in this course. Similarly, vegetable products, temp is produced for soybean. For this is used aspergillus. Aspergillus is a fungi. Saccharomyces cerevisiae for wine production. Aspergillus oryza is used for silk production. So similarly, all these products are the fermented food that are produced using these key microorganisms. So where we produce all these things? All these things are produced in bioreactor. So this bioreactor, what is a bioreactor? Bioreactor is any vessel or tank in which whole cell or cell-free enzymes transform. This is the important thing, that transform raw material into biochemical product or bioproducts that is less desirable. Uh, These are the examples of fermenters. Suppose this microbial cell, our cell is a miniature bioreactor. Also, shake flask, petri dishes, industrial ferments. This is a shake flask that we use in a day-to-day life for a very small amount of culture. If we are able to produce the compound in this culture, then we move up to a little bit higher volume. Suppose we are going to check in 1 or 2 liter of component whether it is producing properly, what are the components required, what is the condition required, what is the air temperature, pressure, and CO2 condition, what is the pH, and all other requirements that is needed for the production of that compound that we manage in 1 or 2 liter of this sample. Then if we are able to produce that properly, then we move to the industrial fermentation. This figure is showing the industrial fermenter. It is of around 10,000 liter. So because at industrial level we require the things at very large scale. So similarly, the production and the techniques need for this, it is also of larger scale that we required for this. So in this course we are going to study about all these things in detail. This is the week 0 assignment. So I have given you a brief about this. If you have any queries or any question, you can ask, and you can go up to the lecture and study that. After that you will be able to know more about all these things. Thank you.